America, you look like you need a holiday. A fair dinkum holiday. In the land of wonder. The land down under. Now, there's a few things I've got to warn you about. Firstly, you're going to get wet. Because the place is surrounded by water. Oh, and you're going to have to learn to say good day. Because every day's a good day in Australia.
G'day, Paul.
G'day, love. Of course, you'll have to get used to some of the local customs, like getting suntan in a restaurant, playing football without a helmet, and calling everyone mate. Thanks, mate.
She's right, mate.
Apart from that, no worries. You'll have the time of your life in Australia. Of course, we talk the same language. Although you lot do have a funny accent. Oh, before you rush out to book your Aussie holiday, call this toll-free number for your free Aussie holiday book. Come on. Come and say g'day. I'll slip an extra shrimp on the barbie for you.
Come and say g'day.
Obviously, advertisers like Mojo were responding to something in the wind. This new confidence in Australia's own distinctive brand of English is evident in the thriving film industry. Films like Picnic at Hanging Rock, Gallipoli, My Brilliant Career have not only won worldwide acclaim, they have given Australia's voice a hearing in cities like New York and London. So have the books these films were based on. Australians are celebrating this new confidence in their own cultural identity with a booming literature. And central to that confidence is the language used by authors like Patrick White, Frank Morehouse, Thomas Keneally, Peter Carey. Peter Carey's latest novel, Illiwacker, in fact draws its title from the Australian slang word for a con man. One contemporary Australian writer who likes to kick sand in the face of respectability is the humorist Kathy Lett.
My hobby is people perving. So my very favourite thing is to go down into the suburbs to the pubs and hang at the beach and pick up jargon and you know, I'm a cannibal in that way, that I cannibalise people's dialogue. Now, I'm looking for Sunny Richards, who's a really hot surfer, and she's great because she's got no tickets on herself. Oh, if you've got tickets on yourself, that means that you're up yourself. You think too highly of yourself. It means that you put an expensive price tag on yourself, sort of Gucci. And she's a bit worried about me because she thinks I'm turning into a bit of a trendoid. A trendoid is someone who lives in the inner city, wears red glasses. So she's got to brush up my dialogue.
The sound of Australian dialogue is changing. One contemporary characteristic is the speech habit known to experts as the rising inflection.
When I take you down to the beach and you meet some of the girls, they talk like this. Sunny will say, oh, I went down to the beach and I saw these guys and they were really spunky. I think it's a sign of insecurity because they're always waiting for someone to say you're wrong or rack off or shut up. So that's why they suffer from it. It's not contagious.
Sunny, g'day.
Hi.
Hi.
Very good.
So what's the surf like, Sunny? Tell me.
Well, there's a good left suck up over there, but it's a bit blown out, so it's not as best.
Now, how long have you been surfing for?
About 2 years. Yeah,
and how do the guys cope with that? Because, I mean, once if you surf down here, they'd get you bored and they'd break it and they'd ding it up and chuck you off.
So they drop in heaps, but
so when they drop in, what do they do?
Dropping in means they take off inside of you, so they ruin your wave, they drop in on you, so there's not much of the wave left.
Now, just tell me about the real reason you come to the beach. I know it's not really for the surf. I know that really it's for the great Australian pastime of perving.
Oh, well, I think the best perv are the clubbies, definitely.
The clubbies?
The clubbies have got the best body. You wait till they get out of the water, and of course they've got their scungies pulled right up there.
Right up the crackaroo. So it's just beautiful buttocks all around.
Beautiful buttocks all around.
And Australians and Americans are like oysters and custard. You couldn't get further extremes, especially with their language. I mean, I think Americans suffer from vowel cancer. They have this terrible habit of complicating sentences and making them convoluted. And Australians are the opposite of that. We tend to amputate words. A typical Australian sentence would be to say that you were taking a sickie, shoving a few tinnies in the esky, going down the beach, say, with the truckies. When we think about the English, we tend to think of them as plucking their high brows and of feeding themselves thesauruses intravenously and conquering the great indoors. We always think of them indoors reading books. So we tend to stereotype the English, the plum in the mouth and never getting down and getting dirty. We've always lived in the shadow of England and been almost embarrassed to be Aussies. And now that we're getting more confident about who we are, there's been a whole resurgence of our slang.
Sardonic, profane, and irrepressible, the voice of contemporary Australia has shaken off its cultural cringe. And perhaps no one has done more to internationalize this slangy self-confidence than Barry Humphries.
This is a nice poetic bit now coming up. Little bit of music leaking in. This is a hint to those blokes at the ABC who've been sitting on their bums all through this. Little bit of nice soft music. You with me? Sometimes I think I might just chuck it all and hang a few Fred Williams on me wall. Sip Chardonnay grown by some merchant banker and read the National Times like any wanker. Some Wowsers still call me king of the ockers, but every successful Aussie has his knockers. I guess if I was some poor clapped-out failure, I'd finger blokes for rubbishing Australia. Pig's arse, I would. I think I'd sooner cark it than sell out to the phony flag-waving market. So out with the Wowsers and the demagogues before this land of ours goes to the dogs. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. No worries. I am basically a theatrical caricaturist, and so I'm interested in all these exaggerated and rich and expressive forms of speech. I think that slang, that colloquial English, is very much alive and well still in Australia, and thank God for it.